Hey guys, what is up? My name is Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over my Reading Rush TBR. The Reading Rush was formerly known as Booktubathon. It is hosted by Ariel and Raylene. It's like the biggest readathon that I'm aware of. Probably on Booktube. It is the first readathon I took part in when I joined Booktube last year, so it does have a little special place in my heart. Last year I went hard and I read 7 books, and they were like books because I'm crazy. This year I'm going a little bit easier on myself because I've learned my lesson. So without further ado, let's get into the 7 challenges as well as the books that I intend to read for them with a little bit of wiggle room. Let's go. The first challenge is to read something with purple on the cover, so I'm going with the novella Memento by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is a little novella that predates the Illuminae files that is about Aiden, the AI from the Illuminae files. I love Aiden and I cannot wait to see what this little like 80-page novella is about. Next is a challenge to read a book in the same spot through the whole book, so I figured a graphic novel would be best for this. Memento might work as well, but I also want to try and do the 7-book challenge, so I am going with Spaceboy Volume 4 by Stephen McCraney. I got this in the beginning of July. It came out. I pre-ordered it. I love this series so much. It is the cutest little thing ever in the world. If you haven't checked it out, you can see it on webtoons.com, I think, for free, but I like to own them. The art is so cute. It's definitely middle grade / YA. I like how they look on the shelf because they all align to form a spine picture. So I do intend to continue to purchase them. I don't know what this one specifically will be about, but it is about a girl who grew up on a spaceship, but her dad loses her job, so they have to be cryogenically frozen and sent back to Earth, where she has no idea how to live like a human, and she's adjusting to that, and she's met a boy named Oliver who is a little different than everybody else. So this is my pick for that. I should be able to read it either just sitting at my desk or in a tub, or we'll find out where I decide while I decide it, but it can be done easily. Next is a book that I meant to read last year, and honestly I could pick so many for that. But because I've been trying to work through Murakami's novels, I'm kind of cheating and saying that I wanted to read this last year because it's really just an ongoing work in progress. So I picked a group of short stories by Haruki Murakami called After the Quake. It's a pretty thin book. I should be able to get through it in a day, which is exactly what I need for a readathon like this. I know nothing about it except that there are 6 stories in it, and when it comes to Murakami, giving you a description really does nothing for what the stories are going to be about anyway, so we're just going to run into it blind. Next is to read a book that is an author's first publication, and I keep talking about how much I love Christopher Moore, but I haven't actually read, or I should say reread, a Christopher Moore novel in ever. So we're going to do that and read his first published work, which is Practical Demon Keeping by Christopher Moore. This, man, I read it probably like 7 or 8 years ago. A lot of Christopher Moore's books happen in a place called Pine Cove, and this is no exception. It's about a demon and a human and kind of their humorous travels together. I remember it very vaguely because it is one of the first I ever read from him, and I'm excited to see if I still appreciate Christopher Moore's humor the way that I did like almost a decade ago. But this will also work for the next prompt if the book that I'm about to show you doesn't make it, which is highly likely. So the next prompt is to read a book where the main character is non-human, which is pretty hard to do. Technically, I guess Memento can work for that as well because of Aiden, and the demon called Catch in Practical Demon Keeping can work, but to throw in a 7th option overall, Deviate by Jay Kristoff. There's AIs in this, and cyborgs, I guess we could say. So that's not human, and I think that that will count. But this is the heftiest book in my TBR, so I'm not going to pressure myself, is what I'm saying. I'd like to get rid of everything else read before I dive into this. This was on my July TBR in general, but I'm pretty much failing my July TBR because I watched Stranger Things and it was my husband's birthday, so for like a week he got to decide how we spent our free time. And so my books kind of fell by the wayside. But if I'm feeling real ambitious, this will be on my TBR. Next is to read a work that has 5 or more words in the title, and I'm going with The 100 Nights of Hero by Isabel Greenberg. I've only heard Cody from Cody's Book Corner talk about this, and it's one of her favorites of the year, and because I'd like to put more, easy graphic novels into this Reading Rush TBR, I thought of this, and it was on display at my library, and it will work perfectly for the challenge. So, more than 5 words on the cover. Covered. I think it's like Arabian Nights, but I don't know much more than that. Just that if she liked it, I'll probably like it. And lastly is read a book and watch its adaptation on movie/TV. So I'm going with a middle grade book, and that is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I have read this, it will be a reread, but my kids are really into the movie right now, so I figured it'd be kind of cool if I read like a bit of it a night to them, and then we watch the movie at the end of like the weekend the Reading Rush ends, and count that, because my kids are definitely at the age where they enjoy being read to, and they're getting into bigger books. And I figure if they already know the movie, they might like the book. So we're going to try that out. If they get bored, I'll just read it on my own. It's a very short, middle grade, little novella type length that I think will work perfectly. So these are my 7 books for the Reading Rush. If DV8 doesn't work out to get in that 7th, I'll probably read another graphic novel. I have The Beauty Volume 5 as an option if these don't work out. But that's it for right now. This is my Reading Rush TBR. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to stick to this and not change it much because it's a pretty easy TBR. Let's be real. Alright guys, that's it for me. I will have my Reading Rush link down below if you want to be friends on the Reading Rush website. I haven't really looked at the badges and stuff, but I'm a very competitive person, so I'm going to try and get all of them because that's just how I do. And let me know if you guys are reading any of these, what you guys are doing. Do you have a TBR video up? I'm interested. This should be a good time. It's the first year they've had like a website and whatnot, so I'm interested to see how it goes. Alright, like if you like this video, subscribe if you are new here and want to see more content from me. I leave all of my social media links down below. You can find me on Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter. I hope to see you guys before the month is out. I will have a vlog up, either one long vlog for the week, or I'll try and maybe do daily vlogs. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But that's it, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.